The unstoppable power of the United States military in 2025 is the result of decades of planning, innovation, investment, and the commitment of men and women who dedicate their lives to defending their country. When one examines the military capabilities of America today, it becomes clear why the United States continues to be regarded as the most powerful force on Earth. From its advanced weapons systems and global network of bases to its highly trained personnel and unmatched technological dominance, the United States military stands in a category of its own. The strength of this force is not based on a single element but rather on a carefully balanced combination of air power, naval supremacy, ground forces, space assets, and cyber operations, all working together in a seamless system designed to deter aggression and, if necessary, achieve victory in any conflict. In 2025, the United States Air Force remains the cornerstone of American military power. The dominance of American skies is ensured by the unmatched fleet of aircraft that includes stealth fighters, long-range bombers, reconnaissance planes, and advanced drones. The F-35 Lightning II program, after years of development, has matured into a global backbone fighter that provides stealth, agility, and networked warfare capabilities. Alongside it, the F-22 Raptor, still regarded as the world's premier air superiority fighter, continues to dominate in air-to-air combat. American bombers such as the B-2 Spirit and the newly deployed B-21 Raider provide the ability to strike any target on the planet with precision, stealth, and devastating firepower. These bombers are equipped not only with conventional weapons but also with nuclear capabilities, ensuring that no adversary can threaten the United States without facing overwhelming consequences. Drones like the MQ-9 Reaper and the newer autonomous combat systems extend surveillance and strike capabilities, giving the United States an eye in the sky anywhere in the world. Naval power is another dimension of America's unstoppable military strength. The United States Navy in 2025 operates the largest and most capable fleet on the planet. Aircraft carriers, which serve as floating airbases, allow American air power to project strength to any region of the globe without reliance on foreign bases. Each carrier strike group is accompanied by cruisers, destroyers, submarines, and supply ships, creating a mobile fortress at sea. The United States operates 11 nuclear-powered aircraft carriers, each capable of launching a wide variety of aircraft and sustaining operations for extended periods. Nuclear submarines provide stealthy deterrence and offensive capability, while advanced destroyers like the Arleigh-Burke class and the Zumwalt class provide missile defense, precision strike, and support functions. The United States Navy's dominance of sea lanes ensures free trade, secures allies, and deters aggression across every ocean. Ground forces remain a vital part of the unstoppable American military power. The United States Army and Marine Corps are renowned for their readiness, training, and capability to deploy rapidly anywhere in the world. Armored divisions equipped with the Abrams tank, advanced artillery systems, and infantry fighting vehicles give the United States unmatched land combat strength. The modernization of ground forces has integrated artificial intelligence, robotics, and unmanned vehicles, providing soldiers with better protection, faster decision-making, and increased lethality. The Marine Corps, with its ability to conduct amphibious assaults and secure beachheads, provides unique capabilities that allow the United States to intervene quickly in crises. Special operations forces such as the Navy SEALs, Army Rangers, and Delta Force remain highly trained elite units capable of surgical missions that can neutralize threats with precision and speed. The ground forces are not just about raw firepower but also about discipline, experience, and the ability to operate in diverse environments ranging from deserts to jungles and urban settings. In addition to air, sea, and land dominance, the United States military has taken great strides in space and cyber operations by 2025. Space has become a new frontier of warfare, and the creation of the United States Space Force has ensured that America remains at the forefront. Satellites provide communication, navigation, and intelligence capabilities, while new technologies are being developed to defend against anti-satellite weapons. The Space Force protects American assets in orbit and guarantees that U.S. forces retain the ability to use space in times of conflict. In the cyber domain, U.S. Cyber Command defends networks, counters hacking attempts, and conducts offensive operations against adversaries. In today's interconnected world, cyber power is just as important as physical strength, and the United States has invested heavily in ensuring that its infrastructure and military systems remain secure from attack. The strength of the United States military is not just in its hardware but also in the people who serve. American soldiers, sailors, airmen, marines, and guardians are highly trained, motivated, and equipped with the best resources. Their training emphasizes leadership, adaptability, and initiative, which allows them to perform effectively in complex and unpredictable situations. The diversity of the force, drawing from all regions and communities of the United States, reflects the nation's strength as a melting pot of talent and determination. American military culture emphasizes honor, courage, and commitment, values that ensure discipline and effectiveness in every mission. Veterans and active duty personnel alike are deeply respected by society, reinforcing morale and national unity. Another crucial factor in America's unstoppable military power in 2025 is its global network of alliances and bases. The United States maintains military bases in Europe, Asia, the Middle East, and Africa, giving it the ability to respond rapidly to crises anywhere in the world. Alliances such as NATO amplify American power by uniting multiple nations under a common defense framework. The partnership with countries like Japan, South Korea, Australia, and the United Kingdom ensures that the United States is not isolated but part of a broader global security architecture. These alliances deter aggression by making it clear that an attack on one is an attack on all, magnifying American influence and reach. The economic foundation of the United States is also a major enabler of its military might. With the world's largest economy, America can sustain high levels of defense spending without sacrificing overall prosperity. The defense budget in 2025 exceeds $800 billion annually, funding research, procurement, training, and operations on a massive scale. American defense industries are leaders in innovation, producing the most advanced aircraft, ships, vehicles, and weapons. This partnership between government, private industry, and research institutions ensures a constant pipeline of new technologies that keep the United States ahead of potential adversaries. Innovations in artificial intelligence, quantum computing, hypersonic weapons, and missile defense systems are already shaping the battlefield of the future, with the United States leading the way. The nuclear arsenal of the United States remains a final guarantee of its unstoppable power. With a triad of land-based intercontinental ballistic missiles, submarine-launched ballistic missiles, and strategic bombers, the United States ensures that no adversary can launch a nuclear attack without facing certain and overwhelming retaliation. This deterrent maintains global stability by preventing large-scale wars and ensuring that hostile nations cannot challenge the existence of the United States or its allies. The modernization of the nuclear triad, including new missile systems and command and control upgrades, ensures the continued reliability of this critical component of national defense. The unstoppable power of the United States military in 2025 is also evident in its unmatched ability to conduct joint operations across every domain. The integration of air, land, sea, space, and cyber capabilities means that the United States can coordinate missions in ways that no other nation can. For example, a modern combat operation might involve satellites detecting an enemy movement, drones relaying real-time images, cyber units disabling enemy communications, naval forces launching cruise missiles, and stealth aircraft striking key targets, all while ground forces move into secure territory. This level of coordination and synchronization is made possible by advanced command and control systems that provide a unified picture of the battlefield. The ability to dominate multiple domains simultaneously ensures that no opponent can match the complexity and speed of American operations. Another strength of the U.S. military in 2025 is its investment in hypersonic technology. Hypersonic missiles, which travel at speeds exceeding Mach 5, are nearly impossible to intercept with existing defense systems. The United States has been developing both hypersonic glide vehicles and cruise missiles capable of delivering conventional or nuclear payloads with precision and speed. These weapons can strike deep into enemy territory within minutes, overwhelming defenses and ensuring that adversaries cannot hide behind distance or fortifications. At the same time, the U.S. has invested in missile defense systems designed to counter enemy hypersonic weapons, creating a balance of offensive and defensive superiority. This combination of strike capability and protection further cements the United States as the most formidable military power. Artificial intelligence and autonomous systems play a key role in strengthening American military dominance. By 2025, AI is integrated into nearly every aspect of warfare, from logistics and maintenance to battlefield decision-making. Predictive analytics allow commanders to anticipate enemy moves, optimize supply chains, and reduce risks. Autonomous vehicles, drones, and robotic systems extend the reach of U.S. forces without putting soldiers in danger. Swarms of drones can overwhelm enemy defenses, while AI-driven targeting systems ensure accuracy and reduce collateral damage. The combination of human judgment and machine precision creates a powerful synergy that no rival can fully replicate. This technological edge is reinforced by America's leadership in computing, microchips, and advanced research, areas where competitors struggle to catch up. Cybersecurity and electronic warfare are also critical aspects of U.S. military supremacy in 2025. In modern warfare, the ability to control information is just as important as controlling territory. The United States has built a resilient cyber defense system that protects its military networks, government systems, and critical infrastructure. Offensive cyber capabilities allow the U.S. to disrupt enemy communications, disable power grids, and neutralize hostile command centers before a battle even begins. Electronic warfare systems can jam enemy radar, confuse missile guidance, and protect American aircraft and ships from attack. This invisible battlefield is one where the United States continues to maintain an undisputed advantage, ensuring that its forces can operate freely while adversaries are left in the dark. The humanitarian and peacekeeping role of the United States military also contributes to its unstoppable image. In addition to preparing for war, the U.S. armed forces are often first to respond to natural disasters, humanitarian crises, and emergencies around the globe. Whether it is delivering aid after earthquakes, providing medical care during pandemics, or assisting refugees in war-torn regions, the American military demonstrates its power not just through force but also through compassion. This dual role enhances the credibility of the United States on the global stage and strengthens alliances, as other nations see the U.S. as not only a protector but also a partner in times of need. The ability to project soft power alongside hard power makes the American military uniquely influential. The training and readiness of American forces remain unmatched. Soldiers, sailors, airmen, Marines, and Guardians undergo rigorous preparation to ensure they are ready for any challenge. Large-scale exercises, often conducted with allied nations, simulate realistic combat conditions and improve interoperability. American military academies and training centers produce leaders who are not only tactically proficient but also strategic thinkers. Continuous education, simulation technologies, and live-fire drills prepare U.S. personnel for every possible scenario. This constant readiness ensures that, even in times of peace, the United States military can respond immediately to crises with efficiency and confidence. The unstoppable power of the U.S. military is also tied to its culture of innovation. Unlike many other militaries that rely on outdated strategies or imported technology, the United States constantly seeks new ideas and solutions. The Pentagon works closely with Silicon Valley, defense contractors, universities, and research labs to develop cutting-edge technologies. Programs such as DARPA, Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, push the boundaries of science and engineering, resulting in breakthroughs that often transform both military and civilian life. From stealth technology and the internet to GPS and drones, many innovations that shape our daily lives originated in American defense research. This culture of constant advancement ensures that U.S. forces will always be one step ahead of potential adversaries. Geopolitical influence is another measure of American military power. The presence of U.S. forces around the globe creates a stabilizing effect, deterring conflicts and reassuring allies. In Europe, U.S. troops support NATO allies and strengthen the eastern flank against aggression. In Asia, American forces in Japan, South Korea, and Guam maintain balance in a region facing growing tensions. In the Middle East, U.S. military presence protects critical shipping lanes and counters terrorism. In Africa and Latin America, American partnerships focus on training local forces, combating extremism, and ensuring regional security. This worldwide reach is something no other country can match, and it underlines why the U.S. military is considered unstoppable. Rivals may exert influence regionally, but only the United States maintains global dominance. The nuclear triad remains the ultimate guarantor of American security, but it is complemented by layered missile defense systems that protect the homeland and allies. Systems such as THAAD, Aegis, and ground-based midcourse defense provide multiple layers of interception against ballistic missiles. This defensive shield adds confidence that even if adversaries attempt to strike, the United States can minimize damage and respond decisively. The balance of offense and defense makes any attack on the U.S. or its allies an act of futility. This deterrence effect ensures that peace is maintained, as potential adversaries recognize that they cannot succeed against American power. Another critical aspect of U.S. military power is logistics. The ability to move troops, equipment, and supplies across the globe at short notice is a unique American advantage. The U.S. Air Force's fleet of cargo planes, such as the C-17 Globemaster and C-130 Hercules, ensures rapid deployment. The Navy's transport ships and pre-positioned stockpiles around the world allow forces to be equipped and resupplied quickly. Advanced logistics systems, supported by AI, make sure that every soldier has the right equipment at the right time. This logistical superiority enables the United States to fight wars far from its shores while sustaining long-term operations, something no other country can accomplish at the same scale. Public support and national will also play a role in maintaining American military strength. The U.S. population respects and values its armed forces, providing strong backing for defense initiatives. This support is reflected in the consistent funding of the military, the pride in veterans, and the widespread recognition of the role soldiers play in protecting freedoms. The democratic system of the United States ensures accountability and oversight, but it also fosters trust between the people and the military. This bond between society and the armed forces creates resilience, allowing the U.S. military to endure challenges without losing effectiveness. By 2025, the unstoppable image of the United States military is also reinforced by its adaptability to new forms of warfare. Instead of preparing only for large-scale conflicts, the U.S. has developed strategies for counterterrorism, cyber defense, hybrid warfare, and gray zone conflicts. These flexible approaches allow the military to address unconventional threats, such as cyberattacks, disinformation campaigns, and irregular militias, while still maintaining readiness for traditional wars. This adaptability ensures that the United States cannot be caught off guard, no matter how the battlefield evolves. The unstoppable nature of the United States military in 2025 is also the result of its ability to learn from past conflicts and adapt quickly to emerging challenges. The experience gained in wars across the 20th and early 21st centuries has shaped the way the American armed forces operate today. From World War II to the Gulf War, from Iraq to Afghanistan, the U.S. military has continuously refined its doctrines, tactics, and technologies. Lessons learned from counterinsurgency, urban warfare, and coalition operations have been incorporated into training and strategy, ensuring that mistakes of the past are not repeated. This culture of reflection and improvement makes the U.S. military more resilient and more effective than its competitors, many of whom lack the same combat experience. One of the most remarkable qualities of American military power is its moral foundation. The U.S. military is bound by a code of ethics, international laws, and rules of engagement designed to minimize harm to civilians and uphold humanitarian values. While war is always destructive, the United States has consistently sought to conduct its operations with discipline and responsibility. Training programs emphasize respect for human rights, and commanders are held accountable for their actions. This moral framework not only strengthens internal cohesion but also boosts the reputation of the United States globally. Allies trust American forces because they know that their operations are grounded in principles of justice and fairness, something that cannot be said of every other military power. Technology and innovation continue to expand the reach of American power beyond traditional boundaries. In 2025, directed energy weapons such as lasers and microwave systems are increasingly being deployed. These weapons provide nearly limitless ammunition, extreme precision, and the ability to intercept incoming threats at the speed of light. Lasers mounted on ships, aircraft, and ground vehicles enhance missile defense, protect troops, and neutralize drones. This futuristic capability represents another leap forward that places the U.S. military decades ahead of most rivals. Similarly, advancements in biotechnology, human performance enhancement, and exoskeleton systems increase the endurance, strength, and protection of soldiers in the field. These innovations ensure that American troops are not only well equipped but also physically and mentally prepared to excel in demanding environments. The unstoppable image of the U.S. military also comes from its global perception as a symbol of deterrence. Potential adversaries know that challenging the United States militarily would lead to devastating consequences. This deterrence effect keeps large-scale wars at bay and preserves international stability. In regions where tensions run high, the mere presence of American ships, aircraft, or troops is often enough to discourage aggression. This ability to project confidence without always resorting to direct combat is one of the most powerful tools in America's arsenal. It demonstrates that strength is not only about fighting wars but also about preventing them. Another important factor that reinforces American military power in 2025 is its industrial base and ability to mobilize in times of crisis. The United States has a vast network of defense contractors, manufacturing facilities, and supply chains capable of producing advanced equipment at scale. In the event of a major conflict, the U.S. has the capacity to expand production rapidly, something that most other countries cannot match. This mobilization potential guarantees that the military can sustain operations for years if necessary. Moreover, the integration of advanced manufacturing techniques such as 3D printing and automation allows parts and equipment to be produced quickly, even in forward-deployed locations. This logistical flexibility keeps the American military supplied and ready in all circumstances. The unstoppable force of the U.S. military is also evident in its intelligence capabilities. Agencies like the CIA, NSA, and DIA, along with military intelligence units, provide unparalleled insight into global threats. Advanced satellites, reconnaissance aircraft, and cyber monitoring systems ensure that the United States has a constant stream of information about adversaries' movements, plans, and capabilities. This intelligence dominance allows American forces to anticipate threats, prepare responses, and often neutralize dangers before they escalate. Information superiority is one of the hidden strengths of the U.S. military, making its operations faster, smarter, and more effective. The spirit of cooperation with allies further magnifies American power. Joint exercises, technology sharing, and intelligence cooperation strengthen not only U.S. forces but also partner nations. This web of cooperation creates a multiplier effect, making the United States the leader of a global security network. Nations around the world look to America for leadership in times of crisis, and the ability of the U.S. military to unite coalitions under a common cause demonstrates its unique role in global affairs. Unlike other great powers that may rely on coercion, the United States builds partnerships based on shared values, which makes its leadership more enduring and respected. By 2025, the unstoppable power of the United States military is also linked to its ability to deter terrorism and unconventional threats. Although large-scale terrorist networks have diminished in strength compared to previous decades, the threat of extremist violence has not disappeared. The U.S. military continues to maintain rapid response units, counterterrorism forces, and global surveillance systems to monitor and neutralize such dangers. Special operations forces remain the sharp edge of this capability, striking with precision whenever threats emerge. This constant vigilance prevents small threats from growing into larger crises and demonstrates the adaptability of American forces in the modern era. A defining aspect of U.S. military strength is also its investment in future generations. Programs that encourage education in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics ensure a steady pipeline of skilled professionals who contribute to defense innovation. Scholarships, research funding, and partnerships with universities nurture the brightest minds, many of whom develop technologies that directly enhance military power. This investment in people guarantees that American leadership in defense technology will continue for decades to come, making the U.S. military not just strong today but also unstoppable in the future. The global perception of American culture also reinforces the influence of its military. Movies, media, and technology portray the U.S. armed forces as symbols of heroism, courage, and determination. This cultural influence boosts recruitment, inspires allies, and communicates the message that the United States is both strong and principled. Soft power, combined with hard power, enhances the overall dominance of America in world affairs. The synergy between culture, economy, and military strength creates an image of resilience and authority that very few nations can challenge. When looking at the unstoppable nature of the U.S. military in 2025, one must also consider the importance of leadership. The American chain of command, from the President as Commander-in-Chief to the Joint Chiefs of Staff and battlefield commanders, is structured to provide clear direction, accountability, and flexibility. Civilian oversight ensures democratic control, while military professionalism guarantees discipline and execution. This balance of authority prevents misuse of power while maintaining operational efficiency. Leadership also extends to moral authority, as American commanders are expected to uphold values that align with the principles of freedom and justice.